right now.
This is Fox 25 Morning News.
Thank you. All parents send their kids off to school for 6, even 8 hours at a time, and while their kids are out of sight, parents often worry about their children's safety. But now there are new applications out there for your cell phone, and they are helping to relieve parents of some of this stress by helping them actually monitor their children's whereabouts. Joining us this morning to go over some of these new applications is cell phone technology expert Mark Asnes, CEO of Wireless Zone. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning.
So you can actually, from your laptop or your cell phone, monitor your kids wherever they are because of their cell phone.
Right.
And actually this morning we sent a device, one of these out with Joe Malone. He's supposed to be at Beacon Hill Studio, right? And I think on your laptop here, if we could take a shot of the laptop, we can show that, right? Is it showing where Joe Malone is?
So right from your laptop, actually go online and check where your kid's cell phone is. It'll get it down within a certain distance. In this case, it's actually right in front of where Joe is standing right now today. And actually you can label it. So if you have a lot of kids, it actually says right here, it's Joe Malone. And it'll actually give you the address of where he's at.
Wow, so that's pretty much, I mean, that was really accurate.
This one is very accurate this morning. So Joe's right there. We verified that he's there. And it's amazing what you can do today with the technology.
Wow, okay, so tell us about this. There's specific cell phones that will work, and this is a service that we get from our whatever cell phone carriers that we have.
Yeah, you want to check with your local service provider to see if they offer the service. It's an enhancement. If you think about today with all the navigation that's out today, this is the next step. So now you can actually put a phone with your child and then send them out for the day, and you can actually see where they are during the day. So you'll know when they're at school. You also can tell when they've gotten off the bus. You can also set it so it gives you a text alert. So at a certain time of day, if your kid's getting off the bus and it gets in the house, it'll actually send you a message to your phone and tell you that he's actually arrived at home at a certain time.
And is it easier to monitor from a laptop, or is it just as easy to monitor them from your own cell phone?
Yeah, well, I think it's obviously easier probably on the laptop because most people in their office during the day, but I'm on the road all the time. So if I'm sitting in an airport and I'm just about to get on the plane, I can go right on my phone and actually get the same map that you can on your laptop right on your cell phone and see exactly where he is.
And this isn't just to make sure your kids are where they say they are going to be, but it's also for safety. I mean, this could save lives.
Yeah, it actually has the ability to track speed as well. So if you have a teen and you've given them a phone and you want to actually just check on them from time to time to see how fast they're going, you can actually see how fast they're going during a certain, when they're supposed to be on the road.
Wow, so if they're in a car,
it
can track
miles
per hour.
Miles per hour.
Okay, let's talk about that. There are some also other settings on the phone that you can do as far as texting, receiving text, sending text, and also same with phone calls.
Right. So there's a thing called usage controls. And the same thing, it doesn't have anything to do with the product that you're carrying. It actually has a lot more to do with the phone carrier that you're with. So you can set your messages for certain times of the day. So let's say that you want to make sure that your kid's not using his phone during school hours. You can lock him out so they can no longer make phone calls and no longer send or receive text messages during a certain period of time. So at night it's great. If they're supposed to be sleeping and you want to make sure they're not texting at night, you can lock them out from doing that. On the flip side though, you can make sure that they have numbers that can call through. So if you want to make sure that no matter what is going on during the day, you can still pass through any blocked numbers. And there's also content control as well. So if you want to make sure that your kid's not surfing the web and downloading some questionable material, you can actually lock it out and do by ratings the way they do movies.
Is there a downside to this maybe for our teenagers that might feel like you're invading their privacy, or is this all about I'm the parent, I'm going to do what I think
this is going to drive teenagers crazy. I mean,
right.
we are just on the cusp of what it could happen in the future as technology advances, and this is really just the beginning, and I think this is going to really aggravate a lot of teenagers for sure.
Wow. And how easy is this to work? Everyone has different levels of being able to work stuff like this. Is this fairly easy? You just get is it software that you get?
No, it's actually, it really doesn't matter. On the phone itself, like I said, you can have an expensive PDA or you can have an inexpensive phone, and it works the same. So the good news is you don't have to be very technology advanced yourself to actually have any of this stuff. It is a very simple application as far as the navigation goes to download on your phone. The usage controls has nothing to do with the phone itself. It's all based on the carrier. So you can go right online and set the times, how many minutes. So it's also a great way to save money on your phone bill, because if they've reached 500 messages, which some kids are doing 500 messages a day, if you've reached 500 messages, you can cut them off so they can no longer exceed that amount. You don't want a $500 phone bill at the end of the month, and it's a good way to save money too.
And most of the newer cell phones that are coming out now, will they be able to have this service on?
Almost all the cell phones that are coming out today have the capability of downloading certain software right from the phone company. So you don't worry about getting a phone that does or doesn't have it.
How much are we talking now, additional to whatever you're already paying?
Yep, if you're looking at the GPS-based tracking your children, it's $10 a month,
okay.
and the usage controls is $5 a month. So if you look at what you would save
right.
in your mental, just from a mental standpoint, knowing where your kids are, it's worth $10 for sure, and the usage controls will save you a lot more than $5 a month.
All right, Mark, we're running out of time.
Okay.
They're telling me I gotta go, but thank you so much, and we are going to take a short break. We'll be right back.